Gentlemen, turn your speakers up now or forever wish you had. You're just moments away from becoming just one of the 100 men on the entire planet with the opportunity to learn and master the art of cracking the female code. But first, and before I even tell you what cracking the female code is about, or how it can make you a living god among mere men, you're going to have to take a test. You see, I need to make sure that I don't waste one of the last remaining spots on some wannabe alpha male or some douchebag who doesn't respect women. Because quite frankly, cracking the female code is dangerous in even the right hands. And in the wrong hands, I could get into serious legal problems if some jerk were to misuse it. So that's why you need to take a test, like right now. Don't worry, it's a fun test. Are you ready? Okay, so it's Friday night, and you're out with a couple of your friends when you come across three very different but very hot women. Brittany, Nicolette, and Candy. Brittany here is a closet partier who pretends to be all prim and proper with friends from work and her family. But the minute 5 o'clock rolls around, Brittany lets loose and likes to hang out with whoever is buying the drinks. So while Brittany may not be wife material, she sure plays well with others and has had numerous sexual partners. Nicolette. Well, she's straight-laced from sunup to sundown and won't even think about dating anyone that doesn't meet her high expectations. In fact, don't even think about making it past first base unless you're prepared to take a full battery of psychological tests, submit blood and urine samples, and oh yeah, I hope your credit report is in order. And while Nicolette may have lots of men, all hot and bothered over the years, not a single one of them could close the deal. And then there's Candy. Candy, as you may have guessed from the body piercings, well, she's a serious dominatrix and armed to the teeth. One wrong move with Candy, and you could well be ending the evening in the back of an ambulance. On the other hand, she may well show you the best night of your life if you play those cards right. Now, are you ready for the test? It's a simple yes or no question. If you, or any man on this planet for that matter, were to go up and try asking out all three women, do you think the same exact approach would work with all three? If you answered yes, then you can stop watching the video now, and best of luck making the same approach work with these three women. Of course, the same approach would never work on all three women. In fact, one of the biggest mistakes most men make when approaching women is to try some one-size-fits-all strategy that any woman can see a mile away. But we'll get back to some of the common mistakes men make when trying to attract women a little later on. For now, just know that you've passed the first test on the road to becoming one of just 100 men on the planet to learn how to wield the power of cracking the female code. So just exactly what is cracking the female code? Well, imagine you could walk straight up to Brittany, Nicolette, or even our fair Candy, and instantly bypass the jerk filter with a single question. Make the switch from small talk to dirty talk in just minutes. Know exactly what she is thinking and how to use that information to trigger sexual attraction. And that's just the beginning, because when used properly, cracking the female code will literally be the end of rejection as we know it. Seriously, this is like a black ops psychological super weapon. Think I'm kidding? Just look at me 2 years ago when I first started testing cracking the female code on real women. Do I really look like a guy who has slept with hundreds of smoking hot women from all walks of life? I may be 5'9" if I'm lucky. Six-pack? What six-pack? I don't even have a high school diploma. At the time, I was pulling down $10 an hour and couldn't afford to buy my own drinks, let alone drinks for all those women. Car? Man, I only had a bus pass and a dream in those days. And with my puny frame, you just know I'm not hung, right? So how exactly did I overcome these insane odds and literally sleep with hundreds of sexy women? Did I borrow some friend's Porsche and pretend to be someone I wasn't? Did I suddenly inherit a load of money from some long-lost relative? Of course not. I literally defied the very laws of attraction with hundreds of drop-dead gorgeous women using the most powerful psychological tool ever created: cracking the female code. Okay, so what exactly is cracking the female code? Well, to understand cracking the female code, you need to understand basic human psychology, or, more accurately, basic female psychology. You see, women are motivated not by one, but two main components of their personality. Number one, the ego, and number two, the libido. The ego is where a woman's memories, thoughts, and experiences all come together to form her core personality. But while the ego is basically who the woman is, it is by no means the only driver of her actions. That's where the libido, or sex drive, comes in. Every living creature on this planet is hardwired to propagate or breed, and women are no exception. And when a woman meets a man that appeals to her ego, or someone she considers to be a viable mate, even on the subconscious level, her libido will automatically kick in and start dictating behavior. And when the libido takes over, that's when women begin flirting and sparks start to fly. But in order to engage a woman's libido, you first have to engage and understand her ego. Unfortunately, almost every single guy and dating expert on the planet does it completely backwards by going straight for the libido. Why won't appealing directly to a woman's libido work? Because the libido is ultimately controlled by the woman's ego. So if you don't appeal to her core personality or ego, then, my friend, you don't stand a chance unless you are loaded with cash or have the body of God. Otherwise, you can keep buying her drinks all night long, and you still won't get anywhere if you don't convince her ego that you're a viable fit. But with cracking the female code, the entire game changes. Once I finally understood that I first had to identify a woman's basic personality type and then appeal to her libido based upon that personality type, my friend, everything changed. And it will do the same for you. Imagine walking straight up to any woman with complete confidence, never having to lie about what you do, how much money you make, etc., and still getting the hot woman in bed with you, being able to cheat-proof any relationship whenever you want, dating 2, 3, or even 4 women on the same night at the same time with absolute ease, being able to take any relationship to whatever level you want, when you want. And this is possible, and even more, when you truly understand how to wield cracking the female code to its full potential. And it's far easier than you might think. In fact, I have broken the entire process down into 2 simple steps. Step 1, identify the woman's primary personality archetype, the ego. And step 2, dial into her libido frequency. Don't worry, I've made the entire process simple and easy. You see, there are 7 primary personality archetypes, and every single woman on the planet fits into one of these 7 categories. Now, in order for cracking the female code to work, you absolutely need to know with certainty which primary personality archetype a woman falls into first. And to help do that as quickly and accurately as possible, I created the Female Personality Profiler. In less than 60 seconds, the Female Personality Profiler will help you identify her primary personality archetype so you can move right on to step 2, dialing into her libido frequency. Now, dialing into a woman's libido frequency may sound complicated, but it's really a cinch when you first understand her core personality type. Some women want to be chased and wooed, while others want to initiate action. The point is that with the Female Personality Profiler, you'll know exactly what type of woman she is, and that will determine which strategies you need to use to dial into her libido frequency. And once you've dialed in, let the games begin. Yes, it really is that simple. In fact, after refining and perfecting cracking the female code with more than 200 women, I had to see if it would work for other men as well as it had for me. So, I let a few friends in on my big secret. Well, not only did cracking the female code work for my friends, they were absolutely blown away by their success. This thing is insane, bro. I have been trying to hook up with this girl at work for like 2 years and nothing. But once I used the profiling tool and found out her personality type, it was so obvious that I had been doing everything completely wrong. I just used the strategies you suggested based upon her personality, and we hooked up the very same night. Insane, bro, insane. David R., Los Angeles, California. My friend, I thought this might be a complete joke until I walked up to the first woman and used your profiling tool. In less than 1 minute, I think I knew more about her and what she wanted than my ex, who I dated for more than 6 months. Everything in your system is 100% dead on and works exactly as you say. Klaus D., Hamburg, Germany. You're the best. After 11 years of marriage and a nasty divorce, I didn't know exactly how to approach women anymore. But with your profiler, I knew exactly what I needed to do and why, so I could approach any woman with complete confidence. And once I knew their personality type, I just followed their simple strategies for dialing into their libido. And I'll be damned if it didn't work exactly like you predicted. This thing should be illegal, mate, but I'm glad it's not. Jack B., Sydney, Australia. It doesn't matter what you like, how much money you make, or what kind of car you do or don't drive. Cracking the female code breaks through the jerk filters and levels the playing field, so you can approach any woman with complete confidence, period. And now is your only chance to be one of just 100 men on the planet to learn and master cracking the female code. After staying home alone more nights than I care to admit, I would love nothing more than to literally help every man on the planet learn and master cracking the female code. Because if I did that, well, it wouldn't work anymore. Suddenly, women would be aware of what we were doing, and they would quickly adapt, and then, well, cracking the female code would no longer work. So here's the deal. I can only offer to help 100 men learn and master the art of cracking the female code, and not a single man more. I won't risk destroying the power of this incredible system for any reason. So once 100 men sign up for my complete cracking the female code system, that's it. But for those lucky 100 who sign up, here's what's included. The complete cracking the female code guide. The incredible 70-page ebook will teach you how to dial into libido frequency for each of the 7 primary personality types. 10 simple but effective icebreakers that help you initiate the personality profiler without arousing suspicion. 3 ways to amplify physical chemistry when you are ready to make your move. How to quickly remove yourself from any woman's friends list so she'll finally see you as a potential boyfriend. And much, much more. But that's not all, because you also receive the Personality Profiler. It's a special tool designed to help you accurately identify the primary personality type of any woman you meet in just 60 seconds or less. And to help you understand each primary personality archetype for women, you'll receive the 7 primary female personality archetypes. All 7 primary personality types and their complete psychological profile are fully detailed in this comprehensive guide. Finally, and to help you dial into her libido frequency, once you know her primary personality type, you also receive 7 comprehensive guides for dialing in the libido frequency. Remember, each primary personality archetype is completely distinct and unique. That means you need specific strategies for dialing into the libido frequency for each primary personality archetype. That's why I've included a separate guide for each primary personality type to help you. Add it all up, and you have absolutely everything you need to learn and master the art of cracking the female code and attract any woman, regardless of your income, looks, or how well you're hung. But wait, you don't have everything you need. It took me nearly 2 years of my life to fully develop and test all the components in the complete cracking the female code system. In that time, I came across a lot of information, studies, and resources for attracting women. Some of them good, others were complete garbage. The point is that a lot of great information and resources were left out of the complete cracking the female code system simply because they didn't fit or match the system's requirements. Well, Rather than throw the information out or forget about it, I decided to create a separate website filled with all these great dating articles, books, studies, and supplemental materials. And I am going to give anyone who signs up for the Complete Cracking Female Code System full access to this bonus site filled with high-quality dating materials absolutely free. Just look what you're going to learn. 5 proven methods for taking flirting to the next level. How to find out if she's dating other guys and what that means for you. Discover how to accurately read body language and use it to your advantage. How to quickly change how women perceive you with one subtle change to your posture. 3 quick stress reduction techniques to help you calm down and project greater confidence. And much, much more. Okay, now let's recap everything you get when you sign up for the Complete Cracking the Female Code System. Number 1, the Complete Cracking the Female Code Guide. 2, the Personality Profiler. Number 3, the 7 primary female personality archetypes. 4, 7 comprehensive guides for dialing into libido frequency. 5, free access to Cracking the Female Code website. And not only will you gain immediate access to all 5 components after signing up, I will absolutely guarantee your dating success. 60-day money-back guarantee. I have personally used Cracking the Female Code on more than 300 women, and in all that time, it only failed me once. Now, don't get me wrong. I found out later that she was studying to be a nun. But still, I have to count it as a failure. But to make sure that anyone purchasing the Complete Cracking the Female Code System risks absolutely nothing, I am offering a very simple and straightforward guarantee. You have a full 60 days to evaluate and try the system out for yourself. If it works, keep it and send me a testimonial. If it doesn't, contact me for a full refund. No gimmicks, no customer service reps to worry about. You either love the new life you have thanks to the Complete Cracking the Female Code System, or you don't pay one dime. Okay, it's decision time. Is Complete Cracking the Female Code System for you? Well, are you tired of not having the confidence to just walk up to the woman you're attracted to? Fed up with always being the friend, but never the lover? Do you feel like you are just wasting your time and money with dating websites? Does it seem like you have missed out on an entire side of life and you're finally ready to do something about it? Are you tired of waiting until you have a better job or car to date the woman you really want? We both know that you answered yes to at least one of these questions. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be here. The good news is, I used to be you. I know how rejection after rejection can weigh on you until you no longer have the confidence to even ask anymore. I know about the lump in your throat that seems to grow and rob you of your voice as you try to even talk to beautiful women. And I know how it feels to try absolutely everything but come up empty night after night and year after year. But you know what else I know? I know what it feels like to finally walk up to a sexy woman with complete confidence and use Cracking the Female Code to finally level the playing field and get her home with me night after night. And if you are one of the first 100 men to sign up for the Complete Cracking the Female Code System, you will too. So get off the fence and into the dating game by clicking on the button below to sign up for the Complete Cracking the Female Code System today.